Hello and welcome to Beyond Monogamy. I'm Adam,
And I'm Pris.
and we are a little exhausted. We actually just got into town
Yes.
from the Port Aransas Beach Takeover. Now, for some of you that haven't been really listening lately, the past couple podcasts, I've plugged this event that we were going to be taking part in. We belong to a Facebook group. It's relatively large in the South Texas region, central to South Texas region. And for the past 5, 6 years, something like that, I want to say about 5 years, they've had this, what they've called the beach takeover.
Where they go into Port Aransas.
And they basically, everybody who wants to go, it's this huge event. They all go out there. They get a main tent. They get a DJ. They have different activities throughout the day and night, and it's a weekend-long event.
Yeah.
And
it's all the community.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
different groups too have now joined in.
Yeah,
right?
so it over the years has gotten larger and larger. They've commingled with other groups to make it larger and larger. And I've talked to a lot of people about these takeovers, people that have attended pretty much every year.
Because it started off as someone's birthday.
I have no idea.
I think it started off someone's birthday, and they all decided to go there. And then after that, it just became a beach takeover.
I got to tell you, the first time that we had heard about it was last year.
Yes.
So last summer, we had heard about it probably a couple weeks beforehand, and we had major FOMO going into it because you saw the pictures being posted of everybody going down there. You saw the video and pictures of the actual festivities.
So
Everybody's all of a sudden great friends afterwards.
we would sit there and be like, oh, we're not going to do that. Oh, the beach.
The
And then
idea.
like the
Oof.
next day, everybody was posting all these things, and we're like,
I want to go. I want to go to that. So we decided that we were going to go this year. Not only that, but we're also admins for that group. And so we had to
Yes.
go. And I say that with nothing but respect because we really had a great time.
we had an amazing time.
Yeah. So breaking it down for you, ended up leaving Thursday after work. We took Friday off.
Yeah.
I was still working
Yeah.
from the beach, but we actually left Thursday night, made it into Port Aransas probably around 11 o'clock.
Yeah. And they had little festivities. So as soon as you get there that day, it's pretty much just going to wherever your Airbnb or the, what is that little mobile home area? No, mobile RV park.
Yeah, the
You
RV.
just check in. And then around 7 o'clock, they'll do a meet and greet at a local bar there.
And everybody who's there on Thursday, because everybody shows up at different, but
Yeah.
everybody who's shown up on Thursday, they all go to this meet and greet at this local bar. Everybody hangs out, gets to know each other, which is really cool. And then about 11 o'clock or so, they all disperse. Some go to play parties, some go drink some more, some just go to bed and relax.
There was bonfires, I heard.
There was
that night.
people went actually out to the beach. Now, the area of beach that we had was about a stretch of, put it to you this way, it was from mile marker 32, actually
we were in front of 31.
so right before mile marker 31, all the way down to what, mile marker 34?
I want to say 34.
Something like that. So a large stretch of beach literally overtaken by our groups of people. Now, like I said, it's grown a lot over the years. And so I think if I had to estimate, there was initially close to 600 Facebook profiles that said that they were going.
Yes.
There was a lot of people who showed up last minute. There was a lot of people who
Only went
just
for a
strolled
day?
up. There's a lot of people that strolled up on the beach and weren't a part of the lifestyle, checked it out, talked to some people and said, I'd like to get a bracelet.
Yeah.
I think I want to be a part of this. And so that was really cool. But it's really such a blown out fest. It's a large area that's held on this stretch of beach. So there was probably an upwards of close to maybe 800 people at its peak.
Wow.
Yeah, 750, 800. I don't think there was 1,000, but there had to have been close to that.
Yeah.
On Saturday at its peak.
There was a
a
ton.
large
So
stretch. Yeah.
It went from like the first area, like where the beach starts, or like when the water recedes back, there's tons of canopies. And then there's a little walkway, and then there's another row of canopies.
Yeah.
There was like 3 rows back, and then people had their RVs parked, and oh my God, we had 2 main tents right next to each other. It was so much much fun.
It really was.
So much fun.
So after we actually got in we got in a little after 11 on Thursday. So by the time we headed out to the meet and greet, everybody had already left.
Everybody was gone. And then we walked out.
Yeah, we were there 15 minutes and we went to the Airbnb and checked in. We were crashed probably about 1 o'clock. We got up early in the morning. We got up at 4, actually, 4:30. We got dressed and we actually drove all the way out to Corpus Christi to eat at my favorite taco place in town there.
It is amazing.
People consider it a hole-in-the-wall joint, but realistically, best tacos I've ever had. I never leave Corpus without stopping there at least once. And I always take tacos with me. The place is called Eddie's Bakery on Castores. If you've never been there, you got to try it. It's fantastic. I love it.
That place has been there forever.
Used to be a Dairy
Queen right next to Boat Net. So if you're from Corpus, you know exactly what we're talking about. But
Eddie's
and they have good pan dulce.
They do.
Like it is. So we got up early.
We did. We went out there.
They didn't have our Dutch Bros in Corpus.
They don't. So we had to do a different but close in similarity type of coffee place. And we did. We got our tacos and finished eating. And then we headed back and we were at the Airbnb probably about 7:15, 7:30. And then from there, we got ourselves ready to go to the beach. We got everything out, headed out there, and we set out in front of mile marker 31, which kind of put us towards the edge of the end.
Yeah, we were like the fourth to the last person at the very end where it ends.
Yeah. And the wind on Friday was nuts. Somebody had mentioned that there was like a dissipating hurricane that was in the Gulf that was ripping apart, that it wasn't really organized. And because of that, it kicked up a lot of wind from the bay. And there was gusts. It was ripping a lot of people's canopies. So major it was.
People will go and they'll set up their canopies and then they're not meant for the wind. If you're from that area, if you've ever been to that area, that wind is super strong. It's coming off the bay. So they had all these regular canopies, but I did not have a regular canopy. I bought a specific canopy for the beach. And so we got there and it's 7:30 and we get there to the beach and we get to our area and we start to try to figure it out because we bought it in the box. We got it that same day. Amazon dropped it off and we took off. So we hadn't even set it up, but it was pretty nice. Some friends rolled in. And wonderful gentlemen. I asked them if they could help, and they all got off, and they started.
It wasn't free. You gave them a little show.
Just a little.
But it wasn't enough. You're packing enough heat there to get a whole bunch of people working for you.
And they did.
Yeah, everybody really gave out a hand. And there's a rolling truck of people who just bring each other out, which is a beautiful part of the community. I love that part of the community. Everybody's there to help everybody out. It's really a community. Yeah. It's not like I'm going to take care of myself and you're on your own kind of situation.
Yeah.
And that's cool.
Believe it or not, there's 2 major hosts for this event. So we're admins, but there's 2 people that put this all together. Yeah. And they really set it all up. They're the ones who make sure everybody, as admins, we have to take turns on like the bracelets and letting everybody know the map of the area, what's going on, festivities and everything. It's just...
But there are some large community members that constantly and have been helping
since the beginning. And there's one guy who does our DJing and he's amazing.
There was actually 2 different people doing DJing.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
Oh, I only knew our buddy. Who is he? I don't know who the other one was. Oh, that's right. There was another person.
2 different DJs.
Yeah.
So Friday was basically, we set up our canopy.
And dealt with the sandblast.
Yeah, we really did. It felt like you were getting sandblasted because you have all of this sand coming at you at such a high speed. Mm-hmm. You chew and you can hear the crunch of sand in your teeth. It's in everything.
It's in our phones.
And the worst part is that you hit yourself up with sunscreen. I was like, baby oil. No, I would hit... That's a P. Diddy party.
That's not this party.
No, so you hit yourself up with sunscreen, and then you're getting hit by all of this wet sand, and before you know it, you're walking sandpaper.
Yeah.
And it's uncomfortable.
It is not fun.
No.
But you know what? On Friday, it wasn't as hot. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I burned in a few places. You didn't spray me down properly.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying, so we do that thing where you're like, oh, let me spray you down, and so...
This is called passive aggressive.
It's not passive aggressive. I have a podcast, and this is what we do. We talk about this stuff. my beautiful wife, she likes to take care of me. So she's like, you know what? I'm going to spray you down. She used to always spray me down with the sunscreen. And I thought that was great. And I never used to burn. But as of lately, you've been very, like the past 3 times, I don't know, you've been slacking. I don't know what's happening. But you'll spray me down and I'll end up burning somewhere.
My microphone or something was off because I did not hear any of that bullshit that came out of your mouth.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
look at you
hello?
cursing. My goodness, that's bad
Hello?
language. We are on video now. You should
Anyway.
cursing like that. This is not TV or HBO.
You're
Anyway.
going to have to bleep that one.
So, you know,
His
really,
little
I
feet
did.
got burned.
They did. My
Oh my
feet got burned. I got burned a little bit on my back, but for the most part, I was okay.
Look at that beautiful color you have on your cheeks.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
I look okay. So
But
yeah,
yeah, so
Friday
you're-
was cool. We chilled out there for a while.
Yeah.
We walked down to the main tents. There was 2 main tents, and it was smaller than it was Saturday as far as the amounts of people there, but there was still a large amount of people.
There was.
And walking up and down that beach, people setting up their canopies, their RVs are set up, they're doing bonfires. There wasn't so many people walking in the water or on the beach, and let me tell you, that was their loss because the water was so warm.
It was so nice.
And it was great. So nice.
We went to Illinois the weekend before,
We did.
and we were in is it Lake Missouri? What is that lake that's there that we were in? Michigan.
Lake Michigan.
Lake
Missouri.
Missouri. Sorry, my bad. Anyway, Lake Michigan was freezing cold.
Oh, yeah.
It was hot outside, but freezing cold
It
water.
was very cold.
And so you go to the bay. We already knew what kind of water. I do not like the water there, but it was.
We grew up in that water, man.
I know.
What do you call it? That's the reason why I'm so healthy right now. Because of that water.
Okay.
It's the Corpus
But,
Christi. I mean,
yeah.
it's the bay.
Is it the Gulf of Mexico?
It's the Gulf.
Yeah,
Gulf.
it's the Gulf.
Yeah, and it's normally very warm during the summertime.
Yeah.
We get hit by hurricanes because of it. So
Yeah.
the water is very warm. It's
But it
very
felt
enjoyable.
so good.
Oh, yeah.
Sand and all. It was a really nice. The water was really nice.
It was. And it was great to be able to walk up and down that beach and be able to wave and shout out and meet all sorts of people. We met a lot of people who tune into our podcast, which is very cool.
Yes, thank you
Thank you.
guys.
If you guys are watching out there, if you're listening, thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming up to us and making yourself known. We love to talk to people
that was
about
so,
the podcast.
That was so much fun. And then we got these little tap guys.
We do have these tap guys. I'm not wearing mine right now, but these tap guys, it's if you're listening and not watching, it's a white bracelet. And if you saw us, you may have seen the white bracelet. It almost looks like an Apple Watch minus the watch. The Fitbit.
Yeah, it looks like a Fitbit.
So
and
it looks like a Fitbit. It has no emblems on it except on the front. It has that tap, almost that tap to pay little symbol on there.
Yeah.
And essentially what you do is people who want to know about our podcast, who want to know our socials or whatever, they can find us. All they got to do is get their smartphone, Android or iPhone, and they tap it onto this little top of the band there.
I use it
And-
today to give someone my digits.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And we'll get into that on another show
Okay.
because that's a whole lot of other stuff to process. But either way, it's a great way for people to be able to get your socials, even if you don't have a business, say if you're an artist or if you just want to give out your digits or give out your social medias,
There you go.
you have a wearable there to do, and it works every time. You don't need Wi-Fi. Everybody who's got a cell phone can do it.
Yeah.
And can get your stuff. Now, what's good about it is on the bottom, I don't know if you noticed this, but on the bottom here, there's a QR code.
Mhm.
And if the tap doesn't work, they can scan that QR code
Are
and
you
it'll
telling
take
me?
you.
Yes, I'm the one who made them. Like the
Well,
guy
no,
who told
yeah,
no.
But I knew that before you, though.
Oh my.
Oh, no, I knew that before you because I had opened it up. I tried to set it up.
No, it's a QR code, and then this is the tap.
We are explaining it to the podcast people. So obviously I'm talking to you
telling-
conversationally, but it's to explain to people as they listen.
That's a little QR code, right?
Thank you for showing me,
You're
Vanna White.
You're very welcome.
Goodness gracious. The next episode's going to be called Podcasting 101, and we're going to explain the basics to my wife here. So anyways, yeah, so we were very impressed with that wearable technology. We were able to really extend to the masses out there on
There
Friday
are so many
and on
people
Saturday.
that listen and stay tuned or tune in.
Yeah.
And They were just coming up to us and
Oh man, it was great. It was awesome to be able to meet a lot of people who tune into our show. And it's great to hear different stories. I always like to ask them how they got into the lifestyle. I
Yeah.
like to ask who was the one that brought it up. Those are pertinent details. That really tells you how.
we heard some really amazing stories pretty briefly because we didn't
Yeah.
want to take up their time. They
Yeah.
weren't there to chat with us. They were there
Right.
to enjoy the day.
Right.
But we were able to like just ask little quick questions on everybody. And it was nice. There were so many new people.
There were a lot of people who this was their first year, and we were one of those people. This was our first year. Like I said, we didn't get to go last year. And from what I'm told, the amount of people that showed up this year are literally double the amount of last year. And
Wow.
the people that showed up last year were double the amount of the people before that. So who knows what next year's going to bring? And let me tell you, those of you who tune in, if you're going to be around Texas, by next year, we're going to have our social calendar up. We're going to be going to all sorts of places. If you want to come and hang out with us, you'll be able to know where we're going to be at. So we'll be updating that at some point too.
Yes.
So next year, we're going to be there and we're going to have a large Beyond Monogamy tent. People can come out, come hang out with the Beyond Monogamy peeps.
That's right.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. So that we're already planning for next year. It's going to be a big bash. We hope to see you there. So Friday, we walked up and down. There was lots of different games that were going on in the main tents, but it was rather small compared to Saturday. But Friday night pretty much finished up with some, it was almost like rave music, and,
Yes,
and they
that
had
was
a
the
DJ,
it was
lots of dancing.
was it the mermaid?
Yes,
theme,
it was
right?
the
Under the
mermaid
sea,
theme.
under the
Yeah, so
sea.
they have a lot of black lights. It really is a great vibe. Everybody's been on the beach. They've been drinking. They're having a good time. They all end up over there. And then afterwards, they come and go. They go chill at their canopies or their RVs, and then they go back and dance some more. It sounds nerve-wracking for somebody who has anxiety.
Yeah.
And I have anxiety. I have bad social anxiety. Things are crazy for me. I'm not a big fan of huge crowds.
No.
But this was cool. And even if you have anxiety, this is so spread out on a large area of beach that the super large crowd really didn't make me nervous. It didn't bother me. I was great.
Really?
Yeah. Now, it's on a public beach.
Yes.
And because of that, even though we are taking over a stretch of beach, it is still a public beach that's open to kids, to families, to G-rated situations. And so we can't fence this area off. It's open to everybody. So people will walk through. You'll see kids walking through. And in this situation, down here in Texas, it's not illegal to have your boobs out. You can't do much else, but you can have your boobs out and it's legal. It's just not,
it's frowned upon.
If somebody's walking around with their kids, people tend to get, I had even heard that some ladies were scolding somebody because they're like, you shouldn't be doing that in front of kids. And if you look around, you shouldn't have your kids on the stretch of the beach because there's a lot going on. If that's a problem.
Our canopy was in between. I think there was a family that came in because there's lots of resorts there. And a family that came in, but we were not topless on the end of it.
Yeah.
It was more, and it wasn't, no one got really topless until the end of the day.
And mainly on Saturday too. So Saturday was really where the big crowds, there was a large amount of people for Saturday's festivities. They had lube wrestling. They filled up this big pool full of lube and they had guys and guys wrestling. They had girls and girls wrestling. They had guys and girls wrestling. They gave out trophies for them. There was a dad bod contest that took place. There were vendors out there that were selling different types of clothing and toys and food. And people brought out their barbecue grills and their music. And it was a really cool time.
It was good vibes.
Yeah, everybody had a really good time.
We go to these things and there's people that drink, they might drink a little too much. But I've never seen any cause drama, which is something that sometimes will happen at different places. But this community really takes care of each other. And so if you're intoxicated and someone needs help, there's so many people that will help you, give you whatever. Like I was dealing with a sinus headache the whole weekend.
Yeah.
And everybody was like, oh, you don't look okay. electrolytes and
Yeah,
ibuprofen.
And these are people that maybe they don't know each
They don't
other.
even
Like
know.
they just know that everybody's in the lifestyle and they're quick to give up the
Mhm.
shirt off their back. And I think that's really cool about this community. We have a really great
We
community.
do.
And this was just a hell of a time. So Saturday, with all of the events, we were selling bracelets, which
We
you're
were
still wearing.
Yes, I am
You
still
are still
wearing.
wearing.
Yeah.
No,
Take donations for the bracelets to go to the funds
to
of what's going on.
yeah, and there's different vendors that are there for certain reasons, and you got to pay for these things.
Yeah.
They're not free. Luckily, the community donates and gets these bracelets, which are awesome.
They were even donating to the relief for the floods.
They were. So we had some big jars that were filled with money that people had cash, and they were filling it, and they're going to the flood relief victims. And so that's cool. We really try to do for our community as well, because we have several of our own who were affected by those floods.
Yes.
And just the same as that we would help out the people at the takeover, we help out anybody in our community. This is what we do. So we are a very loving community. We take care of our own and we take care of others. And so I think that's really cool.
Oh,
and
yeah.
we really saw that at this takeover. That's the most beautiful thing about this beach takeover, is seeing the camaraderie and the love. Nobody was strangers.
No.
People in front of our canopy, we had this flag up, and they would see our Beyond Monogamy logo, and they would stop and they'd be like, "Oh, we listen to your podcast." And we got to listen to a lot of people's stories, and it was just really amazing. I really valued that connection. And a lot of these people that we got to meet don't live nearby. We met a couple that lived in East Texas. We met another couple that lived in North Texas. We met people that lived half their time in Florida. We met people from a lot of different areas, and I thought that was really cool.
It was.
Sunday, so we ended our night Saturday with the rave that took place, and it was just a great time. Everybody disperses around 3 a.m. We went to our Airbnb, we crashed, woke up Sunday morning, packed our things because we had to get out of our Airbnb on Sunday. And then we went out to the beach for a little while, helped a couple people pack up and just relax for a little bit. And then we made our way to Corpus to spend one night there. We found a hotel with a nice pool, and we just literally spent all day yesterday in the pool.
Yeah.
Just enjoying away from the sand, but enjoying some water time.
It was nice. We had friends with us, so it was so cool because it was their first time. And so they chilled with us under our canopy. They also were in the Airbnb with us. So people get like the Airbnb, and it's different couples or different people, and it's so cool because if they have an extra room, they're going to tell you. And so they'll post, "Hey, we have an extra room on this day," or whatever.
Right.
And so we were with this couple, and they hung out with us, and it was so nice to just be in the pool away from the sand. We showed them Corpus a little bit. We had dinner. We took them to another friend's house. They met some other people. And that's how the community grows, right? So you just invite, or you introduce, and your little bubble starts to grow. But
it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. I think that all in all, the beach takeover that took place in Port Aransas, and it takes place, by the sounds of it, every year, the second week of July. So every year we're going to be going to this thing, and I got to tell you, I'm looking forward to next year, and I know a lot of people are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We already are planning it out, and
Yeah.
you're going to plan it out right, because this one was very, for us, it was, for me, it was very last. I know we knew ahead of time, but I wasn't prepared for every single little scenario.
I got you.
So I have a better checklist. I have better things to do, and yeah, I can't wait till next year.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Oh, it's going to be.
I ain't putting the sunscreen on you, though. You can do that by yourself.
Jeez. Being married to you is exhausting.
It is.
It's exhausting.
I know.
Oh, my gosh. Anyways.
Till death do us part. I can kill you now, but that will be fun.
Because this is just going to be, you're going to have to X me out in that silhouette right here. Anyways.
Taxidermy.
Oh, my gosh. You're going to.
Let me stop.
Yeah. As you can see, we had an excellent time.
We did.
But we do have to wind down and get ready for the work week, because it's back to reality. Nothing fun about that, but hey, we gotta adult and make that money so we can go party with our people.
That's right. Yes.
We can travel and party with our people. So with that, we're going to go ahead and say a good night or good day to you. And we look forward to seeing you on the next podcast next week.
Bye.